You hear things. Stories drift through the air like the scent of street food. Rumors, fragments, and half-truths. Sometimes it's just a passing comment on a crowded bus or a headline glimpsed in a shop window. Other times, it's the quiet conversations that happen in the shade, away from the noise of the city. Whispers, headlines, Cambodia, the kingdom of wonder. That's what the brochures say, what the world wants to believe. But what do those words really mean? What lies beneath the surface of the stories we're told? The wonder sold to tourists is often a shallow imitation, a carefully curated image designed to dazzle and distract. It's the postcard version, smiling dancers, ancient temples, and sunsets over Angkor Wat. But that's only a sliver of the truth. The real Cambodia is more complex, scarred, resilient, and deeply alive. It's a place where history lingers in every crumbling wall and every hopeful glance. The people here carry the weight of the past, but they also carry a fierce determination to move forward. To understand it, you have to be here. Breathe the humid air thick with incense and spices. Taste the food that tells stories of survival and celebration. Listen to the laughter and the laments that echo through the markets. The real stories aren't found in guidebooks or travel blogs. They're whispered over bowls of noodle soup, shared in the quiet moments between friends, and written in the lines on people's faces. This isn't a country you can grasp from afar. It demands your presence, your attention, your willingness to look beyond the obvious. Cambodia is a place that reveals itself slowly in layers if you're patient enough to see. The truth lives in the spaces between the official narratives, in the silences and the side streets. It's in the everyday moments, the shared meal, the helping hand, the quiet resilience that goes unnoticed by most. They call it the most sinful country, a place of shadows and secrets. But what does that even mean? Is it a label slapped on by outsiders who never bothered to look deeper? Or is it a reflection of something more complicated? Is it sin? Or is it survival? For many, it's about doing what needs to be done. Working long hours, hustling in the markets, finding ways to get by in a world that doesn't always play fair. The lines between right and wrong blur when survival is at stake. Is it hustle? Or is it hope? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's the hope that tomorrow will be better, that hard work will pay off, that the next generation will have more opportunities than the last. You see it in the eyes of the youth, in the laughter of children playing soccer in the street, in the smiles exchanged between strangers. The real story is about people who've faced the worst and still choose to smile, rebuild, and hope. It's about communities coming together after floods, families rebuilding homes from the ground up, and neighbors helping each other through hardship. There's a quiet heroism here, a strength that doesn't make headlines but shapes lives every day. That's a rare kind of grace. It's the kind of grace that comes from enduring, from forgiving, from choosing kindness even when the world has been unkind. It's in the gentle blessing of a monk, the warm smile of an elder, the small acts of generosity that stitch a community together. So, let's forget the labels and look past the shadows. Let's step into the alleyways and the open markets, the temples and the tea houses, and see Cambodia as it really is, messy, beautiful, and alive. We're going into the heart of Cambodia, not the Cambodia of travel ads or news reports, but the Cambodia that beats with the rhythm of daily life, that pulses with hope and history. We'll meet its people, taste its food, and see the beauty that persists through a fractured history. We'll share meals, stories, and moments that reveal the soul of this place. This is Cambodia, unfiltered, raw, real, and unforgettable. It's not always pretty or easy, but it's always real. The rain may fall, the streets may flood, but life goes on, vivid, unvarnished, and true. In a world of polished fictions, the real is what matters. The contrast between luxury and struggle, between what's shown and what's hidden, is where the real stories live. This is where the real story begins, not in the headlines, but in the hearts and hands of the people who call this place home. Welcome to Cambodia, beyond the headlines, beyond the myths, and into the truth. Cambodia's past isn't just history, it's alive, woven into daily life. Every street, every market, every smile carries echoes of what came before. The rhythm of daily life here is set to a backdrop of memory, where the past and present are inseparable. As you walk through Phnom Penh or wander the bustling markets, you can feel the weight of stories untold, of lives interrupted, and of a nation that has learned to carry its history with quiet dignity. The Khmer Rouge didn't just kill people. It tried to erase a culture, to silence 1,000 years of tradition, art, and wisdom. The temples stand as silent witnesses, their stones bearing the memory of both glory and tragedy. Schoolhouses, once filled with laughter, now echo with absence. The killing fields are not just sites of loss, but of remembrance, a stark reminder of how fragile civilization can be. The scars are everywhere, in missing generations, in cautious glances exchanged on busy streets, in the stories that elders share with trembling voices. There are gaps in family trees, empty chairs at dinner tables, and memories that linger in the silence between words. Trauma is not just a chapter in a history book, it's a living presence, shaping how people trust, how they hope, and how they remember. In the silence of memorials, you can almost hear the prayers for those lost. These places are not just for mourning, but for reflection and learning. They are spaces where grief and resilience meet, where the living come to honor the dead and promise never to forget. This trauma is recent, raw. Survivors are all around you, walking the same streets, tending the same fields, passing on their stories to the next generation. Their presence is a testament to endurance, to the will to rebuild, even when the past feels unbearably close. Yet, history doesn't define Cambodians, it informs them. The past is a teacher, not a jailer. Through rituals, festivals, and daily acts of kindness, Cambodians reclaim their identity, weaving old wisdom into new beginnings. From this dark soil, resilience has grown. The younger generation builds on the foundations laid by those who survived, turning pain into purpose. Every new home, every field planted, every child's laughter is an act of defiance against despair. Every painting, song, and dance is a victory, a refusal to let the spirit die. Art becomes a language of healing, a way to remember and to hope. Through creativity, Cambodians celebrate what endures and what can never be taken away. The soul of a nation with Angkor in its blood endures. The ancient stones whisper stories of resilience, of a people who have weathered storms and still find beauty in the dawn. Faith and tradition are woven into the very fabric of daily life. Understanding this weight is crucial. It explains the pride, the strength, the profound smiles that greet you. These are not just gestures of hospitality, but quiet declarations of survival and hope. Each smile is a reminder that joy can exist alongside sorrow. The past is a silent reminder of the price of peace and the power to endure. In Cambodia, memory is not a burden, but a source of strength, a guide for the future, and a promise that even the heaviest history can give rise to hope. Cambodia's heart is water, the Mekong and Tonle Sap. Floating villages rise and fall with the seasons, life shaped by the lake's rhythms. Here, children paddle to school, and survival is a daily dance with nature. The Tonle Sap River reverses each year, swelling the lake and creating one of the world's richest fisheries. This natural miracle sustains communities, a pulse that's lasted a millennium. At sunset, harmony reigns. Just water, laughter, and the essentials. Family, community, respect for nature. This is Cambodia at its most elemental. Phnom Penh, a collision of past and future, chaos and calm. Motorbikes swarm like blood cells, traffic a dance of near misses that somehow works. To outsiders, it's madness. To locals, it's a system born of necessity. The city is a sensory overload. Jasmine, street food, exhaust, and a symphony of horns and voices. You can't just watch Phnom Penh, you're swept into its current. Yet amid the frenzy, there are pockets of peace. A palace courtyard, a quiet pagoda, a hidden cafe. Phnom Penh is contrast. Frantic streets, serene sanctuaries, always reinventing itself but never forgetting its ghosts. It's loud, it's alive, and it demands your attention. Angkor is everywhere, woven into the very fabric of Cambodia. Its image graces the national flag, a symbol of unity and pride. The currency, the real, carries Angkor's motifs, a daily reminder of the nation's glorious past. Walk through any Cambodian city or village, and you'll see Angkor Wat's silhouette on signs, buildings, and even in the art that decorates local homes. It's not just a monument, it's a living presence, deeply embedded in the national psyche, shaping the identity and aspirations of generations. Angkor Wat stands as the soul of Cambodia, a breathtaking testament to divine ambition and human artistry. Its towers rise above the jungle, catching the first light of dawn, inspiring awe in all who witness it. Every stone, every carving, speaks of a civilization that reached for the heavens, blending spiritual devotion with architectural genius. For Cambodians, Angkor Wat is more than a relic. It is a source of hope, a symbol of resilience, and a reminder of what their ancestors achieved. The Angkor complex sprawls across the land, vast and mysterious, much of it reclaimed by the jungle over centuries. Temples like Bayon, with its enigmatic stone faces, and Phnom, where ancient trees entwine with crumbling walls, reveal a timeless dance between man and nature. Here, the jungle is both destroyer and protector, slowly swallowing the stones yet preserving their secrets. The ruins whisper stories of kings, gods, and the relentless passage of time. Despite centuries of neglect, war, and attempts to sever ties with the past, Angkor endures. Its stones have weathered monsoons, invasions, and the slow creep of the forest. Restoration teams now work tirelessly, breathing new life into these ancient structures, determined to preserve them for future generations. Angkor's survival is a testament to the enduring spirit of the Cambodian people, who refuse to let their heritage fade away. For Cambodians, the temples are a source of immense pride, a living link to a golden age of creativity and power. Families gather here to celebrate milestones, monks walk the corridors in quiet contemplation, and children learn the stories of their ancestors. Angkor is not just a tourist destination. It is a place where history, culture, and daily life intertwine. Many visit Angkor as pilgrims, seeking blessings, offering prayers, and connecting with the spirits of their ancestors. For the elderly, it is a place of memory and reverence. For the young, a source of inspiration and identity. Each visit is a journey into the heart of Cambodia, a reaffirmation of who they are and where they come from. The temple walls are a library in stone, covered in intricate carvings that tell stories 1,000 years old. Scenes of myth, legend, and daily life unfold in bas-relief, inviting visitors to read the history of a lost empire. Guides share these tales, passing on the wisdom and artistry of the past to new generations. Angkor proves that even when empires fall, the soul of a people remains. Its enduring spirit continues to inspire, reminding all who visit that greatness is never truly lost. It lives on in stone, in memory, and in the hearts of those who call Cambodia home. To find a culture's heart, go to its kitchen or its street stalls. Khmer cuisine is subtle, built on fresh herbs, fermented sauces, and balance. Prahok, the pungent fish paste, is the soul of many dishes. Breakfast is kai tea, lunch might be fish amok, delicate, fragrant, and rooted in tradition. But the real action is on the street grilled meats, noodles, and even fried insects. For Cambodians, it's just food, born from necessity, now a point of pride. The food tells stories of rivers, fields, and history, Chinese, Indian, French influences. Eating here is tasting resilience and generosity, a living history shared in every meal. Cambodian art isn't just in galleries, it's everywhere. Silk weaving, classical dance, silversmithing, revived after near destruction. Masters teach the next generation, preserving ancient skills. Silk weaving is painstaking, each piece a unique work of art. Apsara dance is living history, gestures telling ancient stories. Artistry extends to daily life. Carved wood, folded lotus blossoms, elegant pottery. It's not for tourists. It's a cultural impulse to create beauty, even in hardship. Beauty blooms, even in the hardest ground. Cambodia today is a land of contradictions. Skyscrapers rise over ancient pagodas. Lattes and Wi-Fi meet street vendors and tradition. Modernization brings opportunity and risk, jobs, optimism, but also widening inequality and threatened heritage. The young dream of tech careers, the old ways feel pressure. The central drama, how to embrace the future without erasing the past. Everywhere, the tension plays out. A monk on a smartphone, a luxury SUV in a rural village, a dance in a shopping mall. Cambodia is forging a path between two worlds. The truth about Cambodia? It's not a sinful country. It's a nation of survivors. Focusing on darkness misses the point. The real wonder is its people. Their warmth, generosity, and resilience shine through. They welcome you with openness, finding joy in small moments. Cambodia will challenge and change you if you let it. It's a place that teaches forgiveness, resilience, and hope. Forget the headlines. Come, share a meal. Listen. The story of Cambodia is still being written, every day, by its people. It's a story of hope, resilience, and the refusal to be defined by the past. This is a nation of heroes, and that's the only truth that matters.